Google has done it. They've given us short video overviews for NotebookLM. This was just announced and it is rolling out for all users. So there's no limit. You don't have to have a certain plan for it. You're going to have this brand new feature from NotebookLM, which are these shorts. These are both shorter in length and they are vertical so that they fit the format of your phone better. Think like YouTube short style or TikTok style. Let's take a look at these together because what I've discovered is that there's a very particular use case for these where these really shine. Overall, I think there's some really cool stuff you can do with this. So what hasn't changed is that NotebookLM is basically the same. You can come into NotebookLM, create any of these notebooks, and inside of these notebooks, you can add your sources over here on the left, and your notebook will be grounded in those sources, meaning all those sources will be used to create things here inside Studio. All these buttons look exactly the same. You can create infographics, flashcards, mind maps, and video overviews. But if you click on this right arrow inside of video overview, you will now see an option for shorts. And the fact that this is available for all users is really awesome because on my Ultra plan, I get access to cinematic, explainer videos, and short videos. But on the free plan, even though I've had access to cinematic videos for a while now, you will not get access to that on the free plan. But they are giving you access to shorts, and they're surprisingly really good. So after you choose short, down here, it will auto-populate with a suggestion on what the video should focus on. So this is a notebook I put together all about how to pan for gold, like in a river. So here it gives 3 different focus suggestions: how to find gold, like the best spots for them, the gear you should use, and prospecting secrets. But you can always do a custom topic down here. So I'm going to show you some of the shorts I've created with this so you can see some of the things you can do with this and some tricks for getting the best use out of shorts. So this first video I generated here inside the gold panning notebook, I didn't give it any specific prompt. I just opened up the creator and the customizer, didn't check anything off, and clicked on shorts and then generate. So this is what it made for me.
Think finding river gold is just dipping a rusty pan into a random creek? It's a precise science. To succeed legally, you must master these 4 hidden rules. First, river physics. Gold is extremely dense. It needs fast, high-energy currents to move. When water suddenly slows down on an inside bend, the gold instantly drops.
So you can see that this is about a minute long and it heavily relies on images. We'll talk about why that is in a second, but it also does use some motion graphics here, as you can see. And I think it does a really good job. I think this is a fantastic looking explainer video explaining how to find gold in rivers. And I wanted to compare this for you against the other video options they have. So this first one is cinematic. This is the one that, again, not everyone has access to. This is in another notebook about how to bake chocolate chip cookies.
You're going to learn exactly how to manipulate these specific dials to engineer your own customized treats. The trick to any good experiment is your dough to spread outward. As you can see, that rapid melting produces a physical consequence, a thin,
so these are obviously much longer. This one's about 5 minutes, and it's a lot more detailed because under the hood, there's actually a model there that's generating the whole storyline for this and then creating the video for it. So it's quite good, but honestly, I'm really liking the way that the shorts look better than the cinematic videos that I've made with NotebookLM, which is a little bit surprising to me. We can also look at the explainer video. This is the one that everyone has access to as well.
Park is just pure absolute joy. It's like a giant perspective that's like stacking 2 Empire State Buildings on top of each other. It's so deep and narrow. Yellowstone. This is the wild heart of their journey. The whole park is just...
So this is really more of a slideshow in many ways with a voice over it. I still think it looks great, but it doesn't look as great as cinematic ones or as these shorts. Let me show you another example of the shorts that it can create. So this time I selected video overview and actually chose one of the video's topics to focus on. In this case, how to position your arms or how to use your arms properly when rock climbing.
Ever wonder why your arms completely burn out after just a few minutes of rock climbing? Most beginners instinctively flex their elbows and pull themselves up the wall. To understand why this is a mistake, think about carrying heavy grocery bags.
All right, so again, pretty nice. I really like the way that it turns out. Again, about a minute long. The other thing you'll notice is that it puts the text on the video, where if we come back to the other types of videos, it doesn't do that. Why? Because this is Shorts. It's meant to be consumed from your phone. A lot of times people watch videos on their phone with the sound off because they're somewhere public where they can't play it out loud. In this notebook, which is all about the World Cup, I gave it a custom instruction, came in here, selected Short, and told it to give me the history on the World Cup. And it followed that prompt very well, telling me the origin story of the World Cup.
Over 1 billion people watch the World Cup final, but the entire tournament only exists because of a bitter fight over unpaid labor.
Pretty sure almost this entire video relied on just images. Now, the reason for that, and the reason this was announced today, was because Google also announced a new image generation model called Nano Banana 2 Lite. This is incredibly fast and it's very cheap while still creating great images. And that's what's powering these 60-second vertical video overviews in NotebookLM, and why they're able to give these to people for free, even if you don't have one of the paid plans. Now, unfortunately for me, that doesn't really translate into faster generations though. All of these generations I'm showing you still are taking a long time, which is pretty common for video overviews in NotebookLM. I certainly would like to see them generate faster, but it has always been the case that any of these video overviews that I choose will always take a long time. So for that, I really suggest you download the NotebookLM app onto your phone, because then you'll get an alert every time the video generation that you started finishes, even if you're not at your computer. I want to show you this video I generated as well. This is all about the United States Supreme Court and what controls how many seats there are on the Supreme Court. And I wanted to show you this one because this one doesn't rely on images so much. There are more of these motion graphics, and I think they're done quite well.
In 1789, Congress created a 6-seat court. By the Civil War, they expanded it to 10 seats. But lawmakers realized a trick. When Andrew Johnson took office, a hostile Congress weaponized this. In 1866, they shrank the court from 10 seats.
I personally think this is done very well, both the motion graphics and the way the speaker's voice matches up with what is being shown in the video. I also want to show you what this experience looks like on your phone, because a lot of times when new features roll out for NotebookLM, they're not available on the phone for a while, but this one is. So come into any notebook, click on the bottom right where it says Studio. You'll of course see video overviews, click on that. And here you can select your shorts. It's actually selected by default. You can select the sources that you want to use for that short. Same thing you can do on your computer. And then just like on the computer, you can choose what you want the video to focus on. Either choose one of these or put in a custom topic. So I've already generated a few in another notebook. Here is one of them. And for this one, I did something a little bit unique. I uploaded my own files where I created a fake progress of pull-ups I've done and how many pull-ups I've done over a few weeks. And so I wanted to see how well I was able to pull from that personal data to create one of these shorts. So this one, I specifically asked it to create a video for me explaining my progress, and if I'm doing well, encouraging me. I just wanted it to be like a motivational video for me based on my pull-up progress.
If you track a real fitness log for a month, the most crucial week isn't when you hit a new personal best. It's the week your numbers crash. Take this actual log from May. For 7 straight days, he's stuck at home grinding out basic floor work, and his pull-up max is completely frozen at a frustrating baseline of 3 reps. So he escalates. He joins a gym, starts lifting heavy, and the chart immediately responds. By week 3, his physical capacity surges to 7 consecutive pull-ups. But then life intervenes. Heavy travel.
Yeah, so I think it looks so good. The way it has a chart there showing the progress over time, really good. You also notice that for all of these videos, it has this background, like this dotted background for all of them. And I haven't been able to not have that or to prompt not to have that. It shows up in a lot of the videos. I think it looks pretty good, but it's kind of a dead giveaway that it was created with NotebookLM. And the other sort of problem with this is that it sort of like, it never really understands that this is about me. I'll say, this is my progress. I want you to make a video explaining my progress. And it always tries to think about it too abstractly, saying, if you track your progress over time, this is what will happen. And I think that's because it doesn't understand that these sources that you put in there aren't from you. It's assuming that the sources are from like another website or from someone else that you brought in. But still, again, like an excellent video that it makes. So those are the new NotebookLM shorts. I was a bit surprised by this update when it first came out. I was like, okay, so what? But then I actually tried it and the videos I think look so good. I was very surprised by that. So let me know in the comment section down below if you're trying out the shorts and if you have any good use cases for them that you've discovered. And guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I absolutely love NotebookLM on this channel. I'm a little bit obsessed with it, and anytime a new update comes out, I jump on it, I test it out quickly, and I release a video like this so you can stay informed and on top of all the latest NotebookLM news. So if that interests you, definitely make sure that you subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.